Can we please stop talking to this bint already?
No, we're not. You know, she's important. Look at her. That mask, that makes her important. What do you wish for her to speak about? I only ask that she give her own defense. Why? Beyond that, it is up to her. I beg, you're fucking retarded, Mr. Williamson.
Yes.
I'm not saying the other. It's just yes. I am giving the witness permission to speak freely. Let's not do that. Without having any idea of what she might... You're fucking retarded. Yes. It is against my better judgment, but she's already completely out of control. She has managed to willfully ruin every bit of planning that I've put into this case. Perhaps it is just time to see how she tries to justify things herself.
Uh-oh, I'm already getting goosebumps from this.
Let's hear from you again. You already know what Mr. Williamson wants. I don't believe it. Should be too hard. Please give us your justification for your actions here today. And if possible, a refutation to Mr. Wright's claims.
Okay.
Go away. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Fuck you, fuck you. Guess I might have been very confused when I saw the murder. It was rather surprising to see it actually happen. You see, I kind of had some super secret special... What the fuck? I heard beforehand he was planning to kill him. I didn't take it seriously at first. By the time I realized he meant it, it was too late. It was really terrifying to see him die. So you see, I just got the facts messed up because I was stressed out.
Stressed out.
Say, you know what would really annoy me if I was a lawyer? Do tell. Penalties. Lots and lots of penalties. That would do it.
You can't do that.
How about we give a penalty for every time you press something I don't think you should?
Oh my god.
For fuck's sake.
Well, actually, I think that would be up to me.
This is the third case in a row where this has been a thing. Why? It's a great idea. And you know what? We're doing it.
That's not how that works. If you say so. Judge, get a spine.
Oh, for the love of...
Where's the Canadian judge?
Yeah. That's his brother, you know.
I know. Heard beforehand, right?
Wait a second, you knew that? Yep, that's what I said. If you knew something was gonna happen, why didn't you report it? I didn't think you'd actually go through with it. Mr. Books, I mean.
Who told you that he was going to kill the victim?
Mr. Books himself, of course. What? Why would he tell her that? It's on the message board, you idiot! How are you not putting this together? This is gonna look terrible for us. What should I do?
Well,
Start somewhere. Witness, I'd like you to add this to your testimony. It might be very important.
It definitely helps my case. I can't imagine why you would be interested in it, though.
I hope I don't regret this.
Oh, it's gonna be fine.
I'm pretty sure I have an idea where they want to go with this, but I'm gonna try pressing it. When did he tell you that? Do you two know each other? He told me it online. We've never spoken in person. How'd you know Mr. Books and Masked Noob were the same person? I found that out about the same time I realized Bad Player was the victim. Right. Well, you still haven't told me about that either. Haven't I? I'm gonna have to force this out of you, aren't I?
Like everything.
Should I try...
Bust that chat log out, my man.
Okay, that's what I thought. You mentioned that my client talked to you about planning to kill the victim.
Would you by any chance be referring to this conversation? He just pulls the whole conversation out of his pocket.
This Salmonella, I've heard of him before.
That? Yeah, you got it.
What's this?
He doesn't know what it is because he literally just pulled the conversation out of his pocket. A week ago, there was an argument online involving both the suspect and the victim. Death threats were made. It's likely they were related to the murder.
Death threats? Oh my. Looks like you've just managed to secure yourself a guilty verdict, right? I never thought you would be foolish enough to present something like that. Even though you were foolish enough to present forged evidence.
Well, I mean, I didn't know it was forged, but yeah, it's perfect proof that he was planning to kill him.
Maybe, but it's also proof of something else. There were multiple people in on it. Perhaps only one killed them, but all the others could be considered accomplices.
How horrible of them all to gang up on him like that.
Huh. Even if I read that topic, I still couldn't connect it to some random crime.
What?
How was I supposed to know that they were related?
What?
I can answer that, too. This is how you were able to connect the two events. What? The terms of service.
The only thing I can think of is the chat log again.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have me present a certain page. Read through this, please.
That again? We just showed it.
Yes, this time there's something specific I'd like you to read. It's on this page. You know that?
The heck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up, Pyramid Myth.
In a part of this conversation, there's the Sonic picture. No, you're ridiculous trying to harass me and other than back tracing. Page 5. It's right here. Nope.
Nope. Apparently not.
Maybe.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. What? Read through this.
How does you show it?
This time I like this is some...
Masked judge.
I love this site. Don't you think you're taking it a bit too far? Whoever does it plays some really loud music.
There we go.
So page 7. Look here on the 7th page. The users talk about how they would use music to identify the crime.
How would be the boombox.
Exactly. Once she realized what music was playing, she remembered her previous conversation. That was how you were able to identify Mr. Webb as bad player, and my client as masked nude.
Huh. You do catch on. But you know, there's something you haven't answered.
And that is?
A motive. People aren't going to care enough about some flame war to actually kill someone. They need a bigger reason.
Wait, but you already know...
Show it to me. Show me proof there was something else going on.
Present it.
What? What? Right? Right? What?
No.
What? What? Oh.
Chat log again.
Here's your proof.
That same chat log. Mr. Right, do you really need to keep showing us that over and over?
Why did you turn into the defendant? Yes, apparently I do. This conversation tells us that the victim had been accused of stalking other site members. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, we do know that he was a shady person.
I read that as shitty person.
That too. Let us keep in mind that we are discussing a murder here. It doesn't matter who he was or wasn't stalked. Killing him was simply uncalled for.
Oh, I know, right?
Who was stalking the president?
This idiot should have known better than to discuss something like that online. I'm glad we caught Mr. Books. He's really the only one who could have done it.
Wait, are you expecting me to...
Mm-hmm.
We literally just covered this. Do I really need to do it again?
Do what again?
Don't try and act all innocent. You know exactly what you're doing. What do I have that proves Mr. Brooks... Mr. Brooks? Mr. Brooks isn't the only suspect. Chat log?
Well, everybody. Being an accomplice on there.
The chat log. Again.
Again. You do seem to like showing that off, Mr. Wright. It's like your badge.
Not as much as I'm gonna enjoy reminding you of the fact that Mr. Books wasn't the only one to participate in this argument. There were several others involved as well. He was definitely not the only one to have a motive. What exactly is so funny this time?
It's just, you went through all that, and you still haven't disproven my initial testimony.
I exposed all of your lies so far.
Yeah, I had a few tiny mistruths here and there, but my statement is still the same as when I called the police. Mr. Books shot Mr. Webb. What are you gonna do about it?
So you're the one who called the police?
Oh yeah, totally. Called him right from my room after I saw it happen.
What? From your room?
What are you doing?
Williamson seems to think differently.
Yeah?
I think you're lying. Again. You didn't call the police. Not unless you happen to have a public payphone in your room. It says right here on this transcript that the call was placed to a public traced to a public payphone.
Oh, the gasp! You caught me!
The gasp. God. Miss, I beg your pardon, but what were you doing trying to lie about that?
Why has this witness not been thrown out?
She is the only witness we have.
Sorry.
Perjury is a serious crime. You can get in a lot of trouble for that, but she's not. After everything today, I do not think there's a person in the room who trusts a word you say anymore. What would make you do something like this?
You really want to know?
Yes, I did it for the laughs.
Okay,
The lols.
I killed him.
What?
That's right, I did it. I'm your killer.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, totally.
No way, that stupid giggle. She's lying again. What are you doing?
Confessing.
You didn't kill anyone.
Nick, you can't let her do this. She's going to destroy your whole life. She already did a good job with that anyway.
At this point, I'm fully prepared to say not my problem. Can I? It would guarantee a not guilty verdict for Mr. Books. But yet, if I do let this through, then the real bad guy will get away. And as horrible a person as she is, I don't think she deserves to be put away for murder. And of course, Maya would be mad at me. Curse these morals of mine!
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, you can't accept a confession.
It's just not good enough for you, is it? Nothing is.
This is ridiculous. What on earth would make you do this?
What, the murder? If you really want to know, I can tell you.
I killed him. Wow. Listen, I think we're succumbing to pure madness.
My head hurts now.
I'm out of water.
You're right, I didn't see it from the safety of my own house. It's because I was there in his house killing him myself. I did it for the love!
Oh my god, I knew it was coming.
I threw the blame on Booksy because I knew he would make an easy target. You see, I'm totally guilty.
Well, at least you're admitting your guilt. This will make things easier for us. Your Honor, do you actually believe this? I have seen many witnesses break down and confess at the stand. She's not doing that. This woman's lies have been exposed and the truth is finally coming out.
Hold on, we still need to cross-examine her.
Are you sure, Mr. Wright? This confession only helps you.
I could easily walk away from here and let her suffer for her own idiocy. But then an innocent person's life would be ruined and the real killer would walk free.
You just said that.
I can't let this happen. Yes, Your Honor, the testimony's a joke.
Well, if you say so. Judge, why are you here? Right. Cross-examination. You know what to do.
Why are you putting your faith in me now? What just happened?
He knows she's innocent and he doesn't want to see her walk to prison.
Oh, God.
Lord.
I think that much is clear by now.
Uh-huh, so you admit I killed him?
No, and you shouldn't either. What should I do?
Leave it alone.
Oh my God, are we really doing this again? If you weren't in your room, then where were you?
I already told you I was killing the guy.
Oh, right. Oops.
Oops.
Really? Why? Why? What? Why? Why am I getting penalties for this?
Because remember what she said.
But that doesn't usually go for the rest of the case. That just goes for that freaking cross-examination.
She's doing it for the lulz.
You didn't do it. Stop this.
You can't fight the truth, Mr. Rice. I'm a bad girl.
Well, yes, you are. You're not this bad, though.
You should take that leak and smack her upside the head with it.
I'll smack her somewhere with it, but she ain't gonna like it. This is the one I did for the lulz?
No, it means I had no real reason to do it other than to make me laugh.
That has to be the worst murder motive I've ever heard.
Yeah, let's see you disprove it.
As much as I hate to say it, she is probably right.
What should I do? Nothing in this testimony can really help me. That's rather sick.
Yep.
You feel absolutely no remorse.
Nope.
Okay? I think this might be the first thing she said that's actually true. What should I do? Oh my God. You're guilty of giving false testimony, but that's about it.
You sure about that?
You know what? This is stupid. This is really, really stupid.
Indeed it is, Phoenix. Nick, you know she didn't really do it. You can't just let her walk right up to the gallows like that.
If she wants to go to the freaking gallows, I say we let her.
Yeah.
This
Let
is
her burn.
absurd. Why would anybody lie about committing murder? You've had several people lie about committing murder.
Can't answer that for you, but you have to prove that she's making it up.
I've had a hunch all today that I would need to bring something up. But until now, it's just been that. A hunch. Thankfully, her lies and general uselessness as a witness have proven that hunch true. What? Are we talking about this?
Probably, yeah, the thing. She was in England. The whole time she was in England.
Yeah, but we don't have a... That's just a frickin' thing saying thanks, and that was for yesterday. We can assume the murder either took place yesterday night, or the day before. Because it's the 25th today, and that was set for the 24th, which is when we found it. This is
Gotta be something related to that laptop.
fucking balls. I wanna press further on this one. You'd have to be pretty messed up to consider kicks and giggles. Okay, a legitimate motive.
Yeah, I'm pretty messed up, sorry.
You keep saying you're sorry, but I don't think you actually mean it.
No, you're right, I'm not.
Ha! Well, then that proves... It proves...
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
She just has damaged written on her forehead.
So does my forehead after what I just did. I have no freaking clue. You didn't even know Mr. Books. How would you know he was an easy target?
He was the only person anybody ever saw going into that house. Would that make sense?
Yeah, I suppose it does.
So, you know, sorry about this whole mess. I should have come out and admitted everything earlier.
Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Titus, what? Where'd you come from?
Oh, this sucks. Alright, so I assume it's this. Wait, didn't I already press further
Yeah.
on this one?
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
no,
you didn't. No, wait. What?
If you weren't in your room, then we're... Oh, I went back.
Oh, right. Yeah. Killing him myself.
You didn't do it, stop this. You're a bad girl.
You need a spanking.
Give me that leak. Why would you admit to a murder you didn't commit?
Oh, but I did commit it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you
did.
didn't.
That's enough. I won't have you pointlessly bickering with that witness.
Ugh.
So it's none. Don't press further on any of them.
Yeah, I figured.
What the fuck?
I had a hunch this would be it. But up until now, that's all it was. Luckily, her actions and words today have been enough to convince me it's true. Time to expose her for the fraud she is! You say you killed the victim? I say you didn't. That's not possible. Have you forgotten already? You spent the last week overseas.
Over what?
Over what?
What?
That's right. She was in England recently. I have an email to prove it. She wasn't even in the same country when the murder took place.
See, I knew it. But how did we checked her alibi? Witness, if you're in Europe, then you can't even be connected to this case.
Not so fast, Mr. Judge. Take a closer look at that email. It doesn't say the dates I was there. Who's to say I didn't go a while ago?
No, it doesn't. Right, there's no reason we can't assume that she went some other time.
Not true. I have something else that tells me the exact date she left. What? Yeah, here we go. Page 8.
That thing again? You really need to keep showing us that?
This time I do. One of the users in this log mentions that they were flying somewhere the next day. They also mentioned that they were going to be gone for a week. They would have returned exactly on the day the murder took place. The day you contacted the police. You were that user. You are masked noob. Admit it, pure madness. It wasn't you. You weren't anywhere near the victim when he died. As she pointed out, the email doesn't mention the exact dates, so I can't conclusively prove that she's the one. However, after her deliberate attempts to mislead us today, and her complete lack of knowledge of basic facts of the crime, I'd say it's pretty safe to assume she did not see anything. which makes this entire thing pointless. This entire case, this entire court day, pointless.
I was going to say, like, what have we learned from this?
We've learned that Obadiah's incompetent.
We met the new guy.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't know his name, though. This is huge. Huge, I say. How did the police force manage to miss this? Mr. Williamson, I'm a bit disappointed in you. You normally conduct your investigation very thoroughly. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I don't know what went wrong. Yes, this court demands an explanation for your accident full of lulls. Out with it. Take the mask off. Do it. What the? She was a fly the whole time. What did I say? She did it for the lulz.
Oh, fuck.
What? Well,
Oh my...
You guys should see the looks on your faces. They're just...
I fail to see how this is funny.
That's the point! You lawyer guys with your fancy suits and crazy regulations. Grinding your gears has been too easy. Truth be told, I didn't even know the guy was dead until I got back and saw all the cop cars by his place. I'm actually surprised that any of them believed me when I said I saw it. But I'm glad they did. It was totally worth it.
Wait, so you made everything up? This was all a joke to you. This isn't funny.
Jeez, courtroom serious business.
Yes, it is.
You just accused a man of murder.
I never had any intention of actually getting him convicted. If I had, I probably would have just come clean and you would have... And you would have all had to do a retrial. That's weirdly worded.
You. Retrials are not something you toy around with. This is uncalled for. Lying under oath is a serious offense. Why would you do this?
Well, to quote myself, I did it for the lows.
This is... I can't believe this! I think there's a term for this, isn't there?
That hurt my heart.
Rolf? Waffle?
You know,
What?
my favorite British comedian, Rolf Waffle.
What do you say? Oh.
R-O-F-L.
Waffle mouth.
Look at it. She's in the fetal position. Oh my god.
Your Honor, I'm truly sorry for what just happened. The prosecution should have seen through her lies during the interrogation earlier. I don't know what happened. Their story checked out perfectly before. We triple-checked. We wouldn't miss something like this. You did, though. I am rather disappointed, but there isn't much we can do about it.
It wasn't just her, though. The police have a reputation for not always getting the job done. But this is bad, even for them. Something big must have happened to cause them to miss this.
In any case, we might as well have the jury declare their verdict.
Hold it!
What?
Wait, what?
You have yet to prove your client's innocence. You have proven that the witness was the biggest waste of time in this court's history. Yeah, but we can still investigate the murder.
Yeah, I know. Phoenix is gonna stop it.
But not much else.
Actually, if we take that into consideration, then there's something very important we have learned. If your decisive witness ended up being useless, then you're left with only circumstantial evidence.
But
I may not have proven his innocence, but neither have you proven his guilt. You have no case.
Nerg. I believe he's right. Neither side has presented a compelling argument. Therefore, I have no other choice but to call for an extension to this trial. As you wish, Your Honor. Court is adjourned!
My God.
Yeah! That was awesome. Can I go home now?
No? Sorry, Mr. Books, but you're not quite off the hook yet. The prosecution hasn't given up its case. You're still the main suspect.
What you did so amazingly. How could they not side with you?
I didn't prove shit!
You did amazingly. I didn't say you proved anything.
I've managed to extend the trial. This ought to give me enough time to unravel everything. The main things we learned today were about the dispute on AF. I'm sure Williamson underestimated its importance earlier, but now he'll realize that there's much more to it. My guess is he'll be focusing on that today. I better do what I can to keep up with him. Oh hey, look, it's a point to end.
I'm dead.
I really need something to help my headache, because that made it worse. August 25th, 1 p.m., write anything, agency.
Trucy, help.
Trucy, help.